might hear me on the radio.
Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Check it out. The fine folks over at RETEVIS went ahead and sent me their newest radio. It is the HS4. It is a 10-meter export radio, CB radio, whatever you want to call it, radio, and it's here to check out. I'm curious because this is the first time that the folks over at RETEVIS have really ventured into this level of radio. So we're going to get a chance to play with it. First, we'll go ahead and open her up, check out what comes in the box, then we'll get it over to the radio stand here. I'll hook it up to the old Antron, and we'll see what it can do. So, nice color manual it looks like here, and 12 pages all in English. And okay, so it's even got some antenna mounting information, locations and dials. I will say the text is a bit small, but it is readable. Cool. So that's there. And we'll go ahead and get the main radio out. It's a big girl. Get it out of here. And let's see what else is in the box. All right, cool. So it does come with a USB, a micro USB. This would be for programming, it looks like. So I wasn't aware that there was any programming that could be done with that. So that's a cool feature that it's got. Mounting hardware and a good size bracket. Does come with a standard 3-pin power cord. And it does have a, oh, that's interesting. So it's a 4-pin mic. How did they do that, I wonder? A 4-pin mic, but it does have up and down and AQ, as well as push to talk. And it's a kind of an unusual microphone, I'll say. I'm not sure. It's smaller than standard for sure. I actually like the way it fits in the hand, but it's not something I've ever seen before. So that's got to be their own little creation there for sure. As far as the radio, it is painted kind of a flat matte black. Bottom firing speaker on that. And side mounted microphone. I prefer my mics to come out the front, but that is just a personal preference. On the back, big old fashioned heat sink here. PL259 connector, power connector, USB connector. Weight wise, I would say not too heavy, not too light. It's got about the right feel for that size chassis, a little back heavy perhaps. And the front is beautiful. The front reminds me of many classic radios from back in the day. A lot of buttons and knobs. Some do more than one. These three over here basically do other things twice. You know, we have an inner and an outer for that. And then we have a variety of buttons up top. Good old-fashioned LCD screen and a channel readout here as well. So pretty full-featured, I'd say. So let's see, what we're going to do here is we'll hook it up and we'll give it a shot. It is a 10-meter radio, so you do have the ability with that keyer there to actually do Morse code if you wanted to, if you were just a technician's license. So most people that would purchase this radio will immediately convert it over to 11-meter, which I'm going to be honest with you is exactly what I'm going to do with it right now. And then we'll get this thing going on the CB band, since most of the people that come to my channel are interested in CB radio stuff. And so we'll show how well it works on the CB radio band. Yeah, it sits well. It would make for a good bass, like with that setup there. And the side-mounted microphone as well. Nice. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get it over on the bench. We'll hook it up and we'll go through some, but probably not all, but most of the features and functions that this fine radio has. Let's do it. All right, we have made a slight modification, and all that is, in order to turn this from a 10-meter to an export radio to an 11-meter, press and hold the function and emergency button down and then turn the radio on. Once it's on, you'll see band 1 on this screen right here. You're just going to turn the dial 1 notch. It'll say 2-band. Once you see that, you press and hold the function until reset comes on. And that's it. You let go, you turn the radio off, turn it back on, and now it is a 2-band radio. It is 11 and 10 meters, so there you go. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get down into the 10-meter or the 11-meter band. And we can see here this little radio has quite. I'll turn the volume down for right now. We'll go over all the knobs and dials here. So on our left here is our volume control. Inner side of that is our squelch. Echo board. How much echo, how little echo you want. And then the tone of the radio. Then we have on the inside here our RF gain, and we have RF power on the outside here. We'll turn both those up for right now. Then over here we have our band select, and we're going all the way from 28,285. Well, let's go all the way down here. There we go. So 28,305 is as high as it goes, and 25,615 is as low as it goes. So pretty broad coverage. The D band is going to be our CB band once the modifications are made. Now we have lower side band, upper side band, FM mode, AM mode, CW mode, and PA mode. And we're going to leave it on lower side band for right now. And then finally rounding it out over here is our clarifier and our tuning dial channel select. Do have a frequency readout here, which is really nice. We do have our power meter and reflective meter and stuff here. Also have an identification for what mode we're in. And up on top we've turned on echo. I'm actually going to turn that back off for right now. But we have noise blanker, A&L, and beep set right now. So we want to get rid of beep. So we'll get in here and get rid of some of this stuff. We get into functions, and you can see we have the options to go into some of these other things here. We have Roger beep. I definitely like Roger beep, so we'll keep that on. All right, we have Roger beep, and then if you want to get rid of the beeping sound, you press the function. There's your beep. Press your function, and it goes away. Noise blanker and A&L. Dual watch is available on this as well. We have a scan mode. Of course, I don't have the squelch turned up, but if I turned it up, I could scan, and it should go. Well, there we go. And of course, with scan way up, you're not gonna get anything to stop there, but we can turn that back off. Then we have high cut or 10 kilohertz switch if you want to have that. And if you want to go into function, then you get your high cut as well. And then we have time on talk. We're going to function. We're going to leave that off, but you could switch that on if you wanted to. And then we have LCD. We have emergency, which is channel 9. Back to normal. And then we also have signal reflected. A lot of stuff coming in today. Skip's rolling.
It got really quiet out here. Henry 2K251, World Radio 251, Sugar Cal 251. Anything with 251 is probably old Henry out there on the West Coast. On an overcast, kind of a foggy day on the cool side in the 60 marks. I really can't complain, to be honest with you. I kind of like the cool weather. Hey, winter's coming around the corner here, folks.
Excellent. Wow, it is picking up all kinds of stuff on the West Coast today, all the way out there in Honolulu. So let's take a look. We'll go down and we'll roll through some of the lower bands as well. I'll tell you what, we'll use the scan, and we'll see if any of the other bands have any action going on right now, and then we'll wrap this video up. But what I will say is I like the look of this radio. It's got the right size. It's got the right look. For a first entry into the 10-meter band, I'm kind of impressed. I feel like they really went all in on it, and maybe hit the jackpot. Honestly, I mean, this thing just looks nice. It has a nice clear sound to it as well. Interesting that you can see that while the CB band is rocking and rolling, 10-meter does not seem to be doing the same. We'll roll through this as well. There we go. So a little bit of stuff going on in the uppers. Cool. All right, and some CW coming in as well. Just for a second there. There it is. Oh, really nice strong CW signal coming in. Sounds like they're talking over the top of each other. Awesome. Well, look, I think it's a cool radio. I also want to point out, it might be hard for it to show up here. Yeah, it does show up. This is backlit. All these little, that's backlit. The little white around here is backlit. All these dials and knobs, everything is backlit. So when you turn it off, you can see it kind of change. Hopefully you can see that showing up on there. But yeah, I like it. I will leave a link to where you can pick one of these things up. I will say that I'm happy that the Ailunce HS4 is now in production. This could be the beginning of a whole new line of radios from RETEVIS and RETEVIS and Ailunce, and I hope that it is, because I love seeing more radios on the market from more manufacturers. Till next time, my friends, take care.